Scrambles, moves or acts quickly and urgently to achieve something. The government scrambles to secure alternative energy sources before winter arrives. Shortfalls, deficits or amounts by which something is less than what is needed. Severe drought has led to significant shortfalls in the city's water supply. Scrambling, moving hurriedly or struggling to perform a task. Various industries are scrambling to adapt to the new environmental regulations. Mascots, people, animals, or objects thought to bring luck or representing an organization. Local mascots are used to promote tourism and boost the regional economy. Rippling, spreading through or over something like a wave. The news of the bank's collapse is rippling through the global financial markets. Preemptive, taken as a measure against something possible or anticipated. The central bank took preemptive action by raising interest rates to curb inflation. Strait, a narrow passage of water connecting two large bodies of water. The strait serves as a vital shipping lane for international trade and energy. Jointly, together or in cooperation with others. The two companies decided to jointly develop a new type of electric vehicle. Diaspora, the dispersion of any people from their original homeland. The country's diaspora continues to play a significant role in its economic development. Influx, an arrival or entry of large numbers of people or things. The city is preparing for a massive influx of tourists during the summer festival. Strain, a state of great effort, tension, or pressure. The sudden increase in patients has put a severe strain on the local healthcare system. Severity, the quality or state of being intense, grave, or distressing. Experts are still assessing the severity of the damage caused by the earthquake. Imperiled, put at risk of being harmed, injured, or destroyed. Many coastal communities are imperiled by the rising sea levels. Displacement, the moving of something or someone from its place or position. The conflict has caused the mass displacement of thousands of families from their homes. Diarrheas, a condition of having frequent, loose, or liquid bowel movements. Lack of clean drinking water can lead to a surge in infectious diarrheas. Marginalized, treated as insignificant or peripheral. The program aims to provide better education opportunities for marginalized children. Overt, done or shown openly, not secret or hidden. There were no overt signs of aggression during the initial stages of the meeting. Accountability, the fact or condition of being responsible. There is a growing demand for greater accountability in how public funds are spent. Solidarity, unity or agreement of feeling or action. The workers went on strike to show solidarity with their dismissed colleagues. Recruitment, the action of finding new people to join an organization. The company has intensified its recruitment efforts to find skilled software engineers. Stringent, strict, precise, and exacting. The laboratory follows stringent safety protocols to prevent any accidental leaks. Maternal, relating to a mother, especially during pregnancy or shortly after childbirth. The clinic provides specialized maternal care for expectant mothers in the area. Counterpart, a person or thing holding a relatively same position in another place. The Prime Minister is scheduled to meet his foreign counterpart to discuss the trade deal. Protracted, lasting for a long time or longer than expected. The two nations are finally seeking an end to the protracted border dispute. Refiners, companies that process substances such as oil to make them pure. Local refiners are searching for new sources of crude oil to maintain production. Crude, natural unprocessed state, especially oil. The price of crude oil has fluctuated significantly due to the geopolitical tensions. Breather, a brief pause for rest or relaxation. Investors took a breather after the market's rapid gains over the past week. 4-star, false start, a faulty or premature beginning. The peace talks ended in a false start after neither side could agree on the initial terms. Hostile, unfriendly, antagonistic. The Navy maintains a presence in the area to protect shipping from hostile actions. Petroleum, liquid hydrocarbons used for fuel. The country is trying to reduce its heavy dependence on imported petroleum. Diverted, change the direction or use of something. Emergency funds were diverted to help the victims of the recent flood. Premiums, extra sums added to a basic price. Due to high demand, some energy companies are paying high premiums for quick delivery. Affiliated, officially attached or connected to an organization. Several small firms affiliated with the tech giant are also involved in the project. Traversing, traveling across or through. The cargo ship is currently traversing the Pacific Ocean on its way to Asia. Transits, the act of passing through or across a place. The new regulations are designed to monitor the transits of commercial vessels. Geopolitics, politics influenced by geographical factors. Changes in geopolitics can have a profound impact on international trade routes. Lumpier, lumpy, not smooth or even irregular. The recovery of the global supply chain has been lumpy and unpredictable. Redistribution, the action of sharing or distributing something differently. The government's plan involves a redistribution of resources to support rural areas. Seafarers, people who work or travel on ships at sea. International organizations are calling for better working conditions for seafarers. Conglomerate, a large corporation formed by the merging of different companies. The conglomerate has interests in various sectors, from shipping to telecommunications. Escalated, increased rapidly in intensity or magnitude. The minor disagreement quickly escalated into a major legal battle between the firms. Arbitration, the settling of a dispute by an impartial third party. The two parties agreed to seek arbitration to resolve their contract dispute. Subsidiary, a company controlled by a holding company. The local subsidiary is responsible for managing the company's operations in Asia. Alleging, claiming that someone has done something illegal or wrong. The report is alleging that the company failed to follow environmental safety standards. Dispute, a disagreement, argument, or debate. The territorial dispute between the two neighbors has remained unresolved for years. Concessions, things that are granted, especially in response to demands. The government granted land concessions to encourage investment in the mining sector. Tussle, a vigorous struggle or scuffle. The two tech giants are in a legal tussle over patent rights. Consortium, an association of several business companies. A consortium of international banks provided the loan for the infrastructure project. Overshadow, to appear much more prominent or important than. Economic concerns continue to overshadow the discussion of environmental policies. Explicit, stated clearly and in detail. The manager gave explicit instructions on how to handle the emergency situation. Veiled, not openly or directly expressed, disguised. The politician made a veiled reference to the upcoming changes in leadership. Prevail, to prove more powerful than opposing forces, be widespread. Despite the challenges, we believe that peace and stability will prevail. Tariff, a tax to be paid on a particular class of imports or exports. The government decided to lower the tariff on imported electronics to benefit consumers. Coercion, the practice of persuading someone by using force or threats. International law prohibits the use of economic coercion to influence other nations. Academia, the environment or community concerned with higher education and research. Many experts from academia were invited to share their insights at the forum. Livelihoods, means of securing the necessities of life. The sudden closure of the factory has threatened the livelihoods of hundreds of families. Legislature, a deliberative body of persons who are empowered to make laws. The new bill is currently being debated in the national legislature. Plenary, a meeting or session attended by all participants. All members are expected to attend the plenary session on Thursday morning. Pledged, committed by a solemn promise. The organization pledged to provide additional aid to the victims of the disaster. Hailing, praising enthusiastically. Local residents are hailing the completion of the new high-speed railway. Abound, exist in large numbers or amounts. Opportunities for innovation abound in the rapidly growing technology sector. Humanoid, having an appearance or character resembling that of a human. The company unveiled a new humanoid robot designed to assist in elderly care. Verticals, specific industry sectors or markets. The AI firm is focusing on several verticals, including healthcare and finance. Proposition: a statement or assertion that expresses a judgment or opinion. The manager presented a new business proposition to the board of directors. Accusations: charges or claims that someone has done something illegal or wrong. The politician denied the accusations of corruption made by the opposition party. Dispatching: sending off to a destination or for a purpose. The government is dispatching medical teams to the areas affected by the outbreak. Reiterated: said something again or a number of times for emphasis. The president reiterated his commitment to reducing carbon emissions by 2030. 2030. Congratulatory: expressing praise for an achievement or good fortune. The team received a congratulatory message from the governor after their victory. Reappoint: appoint someone again to a position. The board decided to reappoint the current CEO for another 3-year term. Alleged: claimed to be the case, although there is no proof. The alleged leader of the smuggling ring was arrested at the airport yesterday. Narcotics: illegal drugs that affect mood or behavior. Local police conducted a massive raid to crack down on the illegal narcotics trade. Extradited: handed over a person accused of a crime to the jurisdiction of another state. The suspect was finally extradited to his home country to face trial for fraud. Conspire: make secret plans jointly to commit an unlawful or harmful act. The individuals were accused of trying to conspire with foreign agents. Granting: agreeing to give or allow something requested. The authorities are considering granting a temporary visa to the visiting scholars. Extradition: the action of extraditing a person accused or convicted of a crime. The two countries signed a new extradition treaty to enhance legal cooperation. Megastar: a very famous entertainment or sports star. The K-pop megastar was greeted by thousands of fans upon arrival at the stadium. K-pop debuted, performed or appeared in public for the first time. The young pianist debuted at the National Concert Hall to critical acclaim. Chronicling: recording a series of events in a factual and detailed way. The documentary is chronicling the history of the environmental movement. Kawaii: cute, especially in the context of Japanese popular culture. Many people are attracted to the kawaii culture and its unique aesthetic. Spawned: produced or generated a large number of things. The success of the original movie has spawned several sequels and TV shows. Cuddly: inviting, hugging, endearing. Children love the cuddly bear mascot that greets them at the theme park. Wacky: funny or amusing in a slightly odd or peculiar way. The festival features a variety of wacky costumes and street performances. Showdown: a final test or confrontation to settle a dispute. The two top teams will face each other in a final showdown this weekend. Devastation: great destruction or damage. The survivors are still struggling to rebuild their lives after the devastation of the storm. Immense: extremely large or great, especially in scale or degree. The new stadium construction project required an immense amount of investment. Publicity: notice or attention given to someone or something by the media. The celebrity's visit to the local school generated a lot of positive publicity. Wide-eyed: having the eyes wide open, especially in amazement or innocence. The wide-eyed children watched in awe as the fireworks filled the night sky. Loom: appear as a shadowy form, especially one that is large or threatening. Economic challenges continue to loom over the recovery of the global markets. Adorned: decorated or embellished. The hall was beautifully adorned with colorful flowers and traditional lanterns. Jostling: pushing, elbowing, or bumping against someone roughly. Crowds were jostling for a better view of the famous landmark. Obscurity: the state of being unknown, inconspicuous, or unimportant. The artist worked in obscurity for many years before finally gaining recognition.